Hey, and what is going on, folks? I just realized I have my speaker attached. So there, I think we got that figured out. I could hear it in the other room. I'm actually in our studio here at work. So I've ran across, so as a lot of you know, I've been doing a podcast on Wednesdays with a buddy of mine. And we do it on Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we did not do one this week. There had a lot of scheduling stuff going on this week, so uh, I came across some information that I thought would be important to share. So, um, and with it being June 1st, we've got kind of half the year behind us. I wanted to present that information and as I always want to do, I want to make you aware of what's going on so that you can make an informed decision about your real estate, your activity or purchases or investment or whatever it may be. So um, let's take a look. Going to add this to the stream. So real estate market data for this spring, kind of spring leading into summer. Real estate market data, sunset to south. If you're not subscribed, check us out. That's the logo down in the bottom there. Yeah, sunset to south is the podcast that we do on Wednesdays, and would love to have you join us. Talk about finance. We talk about mortgages. We talk about real estate, and it's all pertinent information to most of us. It's stuff that we can really use. It's real life stuff. A lot of times I do podcasts for hobbies, but I'm trying to do more of this kind of stuff for just knowledge base and just to inform my clients and friends and my sphere of influence and who needs to hear it. So let's get into this. Real estate market data, spring 2023, year over year comparison. So I'm going to do a little more research, but I saw a really interesting stat here recently, and I was looking at. So this is some information collected from Keeping Current Matters. They have it's a really good resource for real estate agents, and they've talked a little bit about different things. I want to look at. So we keep hearing like year over year inventories up, but showings are down and sales are down. And I'd like to. I think what I'm going to do for these next couple of weeks is just kind of look back at that and see. Okay, well, what about let's look at something like this where we've got a this is actually like the last 7 years they go back. So then we can start really comparing not just what happened, because as Keeping Current Matters calls it, they call the last 2 years the unicorn years because it was really unique. But I'd like to go back. Let's go back pre-pandemic and see what happened in real estate and see what those numbers are. So I've got a couple of examples of that. I'm going to do a little more digging though, and share that information as I come across, as I do some research and come across that information. So here we've got showing traffic, and if you look back, so so if you look at year over year, yeah, where the showing traffic is down. But if you go back to 2020, pre-pandemic, it's actually up almost, well, it's not quite double, but considerably higher than it was in 2020. So showing traffic. So it's showing index for March over the last 7 years. So you can see, all right, well, comparing it to last year is not really a great indicator. Let's look for a little further back. A couple of other areas I'd like to check are listings, new listings taken, pending sales, and let's go back a couple of years and see what those numbers look like over the last couple of years. The next one is percentage of annual home appreciation. So again, the last 2 years have been really, you know, you've all, if you own a home, you've seen a spike in your equity. Um, in 2022, it's saying it's kind of settled down to that 5%. We're kind of saying 2023 this year, it's also settling down to around that 3 to 5% is about what you can expect as a homeowner. That's a normal rate, is a 3 to 5% appreciation in the equity of your home. The value of your home, 3 to 5% is a normal amount. Of course, in pandemic, it was, these crazy numbers, and things were spiking then. So, but it's actually not. So yes, you could say that home values are down over last year. Well, last year was 18%. That's unprecedented. That's never happened before. So when you say it's down to the normal range that we expect, and it's actually higher than it was a couple of years ago. So when you hear that information, it can be a little misleading. So that's why I wanted to share this with you. This one I wanted to see, and I'm not sure if we can tell. Let me see if I can. All right, so this is just kind of a cross section. Excuse me, here in my local MLS, so Columbia, South Carolina. If we look at new listings, these are just some general numbers. And again, this is the kind of information I want to go back a couple of years to see. Let's get a little more data that I can share with you, because it's not, you compare things to last year. Last year was unprecedented, so it's kind of hard to do a year over year comparison. So maybe go back like 3 years, 5 years, and really see. But this is uh, stats as of April, end of April. New listings were down slightly. Well, down about 17, almost 18%. New listings were down. Now we're seeing listings increase, but they're down year over year. Pending home sales are up slightly year over year. Now this would encompass, so this is in all of the Midlands. So that could include, and you'll see some discrepancy there. Lexington is a little bit different than Northeast Columbia. So you've got some, just, there is some variation there. But our MLS goes, into Prosperity, Newberry, down to parts of Orangeburg, South Carolina. So it could be, an hour Elgin, down into Aiken, going towards Aiken. So it's a pretty big area. But all right, so new listings are down 17.6%. Pending sales were up by about 3%. Closed sales were down 27%. Without closed sales, year over year. Days on the market had, that's interesting. I took 3 listings in May, and the longest any of those 3 listings. Now I had one was in Blythewood, one was in Elgin, and one was in Casey. And the longest any of those were on the market was, I think, just at 2 weeks, maybe 14 days. So I think that information tells me that it is possible. It is important. It's very, very important. So if you don't hear anything I say, hear this. It's very important to get the listing price correct. That affects your days on the market. So, they say year over year, 23 days in February of 2022, and it's 40 days now. That could have something to do with the list price. Maybe the agent not communicating an accurate listing price to the seller. So it's important to have a good rapport with your listing agent. Median sales price is up slightly. We saw a little downtick in October of last year, and it started to tick back up. We're seeing multiple offers. We're seeing above offer price, above list price for a lot of offers. So that's coming back. Um, let's see. So median sales price is up slightly. Average sales price is up slightly. Uh, Percentage of list price received is, so it's almost not quite 100%, but almost. So I just wanted to, I can zoom back out there. I just wanted to share that information with you to give you an idea of what's going on. Like I said, it's not it's not a great indicator to take one of the biggest years that you've ever had and compare the following year to that. So there's a number of these things I want to go back, like I said, 3 to 5 years, maybe 7 years, and just kind of see. Let's compare these over the course of time and really get a good idea of what things are what things are doing. So I'll be sharing that in the coming weeks. If you have specific questions about um, if you have specific questions about your home or see which one of these looks best. If you have specific questions about, I'm going to go with this one. Specific questions about your home or the buying process, the selling process, and what to expect, uh, feel free to reach out to me. Um, you can contact me a number on Facebook, comment on this video. I'd be happy to help you out in whatever way I can. But that's my point in doing this, is to provide information so that you can make an educated decision about what decisions that you may have regarding your real estate investment. And so yeah, that's it for now. I'll be sharing this stuff. If you'd like I said, more information for yourself, if you'd like to sign up for I send out a monthly email update. We do a little bit of everything on that. We've got information like this, but I also include, what's happening around town, events that are coming up, um, housing market statistics, and I even have a recipe. So if you'd like to sign up for that, let me know. I'd be more than glad to sign you up and help you out. So, like I said, any additional questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much for watching. Look forward to bringing you more information like this in the future. I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care, and I will see you soon.